Graphics 1 students, this video is for you. I realized when I made this sports poster assignment that y'all might have some trouble with the videos I gave you. They were a little bit more advanced. So this is a simpler, more easy step-by-step way to knock out this assignment. For those of you who are interested, however, in going to the next level, I will provide under the folders tab, under the football posters here, the videos that I used. Um, After you get past my video, perhaps you want to look at those. They don't have audio instructions, but mine right here will. Okay, so you were provided this folder here of images of the football team on the posts for this assignment. They're right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is walk you through it. Okay, so if I click this link here, it opens up this Google Drive here. Let me give this a second to load. I'm going to choose a photo of this football player here, and I'm going to download it. Okay, it's going to go to my browser. You'll see it here. I'm going to click and drag it directly into Photoshop. Now while that's loading, this is what I've created, and this is what you're going to be able to create. When the picture loads, it loads in as a camera raw file. In simple terms, these shots were shot at a very high resolution called a raw file that allows us to do a lot of things before we even start editing. So for this picture, the first thing I'm going to do is drag the clarity slider up right here. Okay. I'm going to drag the saturation. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to go to the fourth tab over right here where it says hue, this one. I'm going to click that, and you're going to be right here, but what I want you to do is then click right here, then click here and drag these all down except yellow and green. I'm going to grab blue, aqua, I'll turn all those down. We're just going to leave the colors so yellow and green show up. I'm going to go back here after doing that. I'm going to pull the highlights up just a little. Okay, shadows up. That will give a little bit of the shadow content on the image. And then I'm going to say open image. Again, that's what I created right there. And if you follow this tutorial, you'll be able to create something similar to that. Here's our image right here. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Lasso tool. Yours might be set to the Polygon Lasso tool, so make sure it's set to the regular Lasso tool. And if you don't see, I have created a simple workspace here. You can go to Window, Workspace, and choose Photography, and you'll see this pop up right here. As a matter of fact, I'll do that right. So here's Window, Workspace, Photography. All right, so I'm going to use my Lasso tool. I'm going to click, hold down my mouse, and go around this image right here, holding down my mouse, going across. Now I'm going to hold down Option and make little circles, closing them to close this up more. You don't even have to close your circle. You just kind of have to like do a backwards C. I'm holding down Option as I do this. Notice when I hold down Option, the negative symbol comes in. If I hold down Shift, I can add to my selection. See, I can add to it by holding down Shift and clicking and holding down. Okay. So I have the image where I want it. I'm ready for the next step. I want to go ahead and go to File, New. The idea is to be creating a flyer or a poster that we can create and print out. I'm going to go to Print. I'm going to go change my view. In this case, I'm going to change it to here. Make sure it's on Portrait. Letter, say Create. I'm going to go back to my file here. I'm going to grab the Move tool. I'm going to click and hold down the Move tool. And I'm going to move, as I'm clicking and holding down, I'm going to go over my untitled folder. I'm still holding down. I just went over it, and as I drag my cursor back down here and let go, the image will appear. I'm going to hold down Command minus to zoom out a couple of times. Your image might be big and you don't notice it, but once I hit Command T, you might see a bounding box going around here. I'm going to hold down Shift and Option and I'm going to click the right corner, and I'm going to pull it in. As I'm ready, and now I'm going to let go of my right hand first, and then my left hand. And I'm going to hit return. I'm going to pull this up because I already have the move tool. I'm going to then click on the mask button. I'm going to hit D on my keyboard to default my colors to black and white. I'm going to hit X. It's going to bring black to the foreground. I'm going to click on my brush tool here. I'm going to click on my brush up here. I'm going to get a simple brush. Bring the hardness up to 90. Click on the clipboard and it will go away. I'm going to hit Command plus to zoom in on my image. Hold down spacebar to move it. And I'm going to begin painting with black to make the image go away. Now that works and just do a little bit of that there. Then what I'm going to do is use something a little bit quicker to help me. I'm going to use this thing called the Quick Selection tool. Make sure it's set on that one right there. And I'm going to brush. I'm going to click and hold down, and as I do that for a little bit, I see that it's selected some parts. I'm going to hold down Option and hit Delete. By default, all the stuff will disappear. I'm going to hit Command D. I'm going to repeat that step over here. If I go on and I get some of this, I'm going to hold down Option and just paint back just a little. So I'm just painting, clicking and holding down. Okay, I can. Oh, I added there. I'm just going to hold down Option and paint back. Now again, I'm hitting Option, Delete, Command D. Click right here, Option, Delete, Command D. Click right here, Option, Delete, Command D. Now I still got a little bit of a silhouette here, and that's fine. We can clean that up. If at any time I start painting and my brush looks like I'm doing this right here, that means I'm on the wrong layer. I need to be on my mask layer. I'm going to hit Command Z right there. You actually, if you do this, you can do, there's a little thing right here, you can go back a step, or you can hit Command Z. If you need to go back several times, hit Option, Command Z. Alright, so hit D on my keyboard, default to black and white. I'm going to make sure I'm on that mask layer, and I'm just going to paint. Cleaning that edge up right there. I can hit the left and right square brackets to make my brush smaller, and paint. Hit X on my keyboard to bring image area back. I'm going to paint this back right here. Bring that image back right there. Hit X to take away. I'm going to paint that right there. Get that. There we go. Maybe a little bit on the helmet right up. X. And I bring it back. And that's where it should be right there. That's good. I'm going to hit Command minus a couple of times. Now it's time to get the dark clouds. That's the next step of this. Alright, so we got our image here. Let's go get the clouds. Now, the clouds for you are located in the folder up here. Click Football Sports Poster. Dark clouds. Hold down Control. Click Save Image As. You want to direct for y'all, see something that says Save Work here. Then you'll see your 2B alias or your 3B alias or your folder for the current period you're in, and then you'll see another folder that says download. You'll save it there. Okay? I don't need to do that now because I've already done it. So I'm going to go here, go File, Open, click on My Downloads. You're going to click on your Save Work here. I'm clicking in a different location. Y'all would follow the same tree to where you originally saved it. I'm going to click Open the file here. Alright, I'm going to grab my Move tool. Just like I did a second ago, I'm going to click, hold down, and move it to here. By clicking and holding down and drag it here. I'm going to move it up. Now, I'm going to pull it below, pull that layer below my poster here. Okay? So, you have complete. Now, if you repeat these steps over and over, you can do things. What we want to go ahead and do after this, now, I'm going to go take it to the next level here. I'm going to add another layer. I'm going to give it a, let's see, I'm going to go to solid color. I'm going to fill it with a dark green to kind of create that green sky. And then I'm going to change the blend mode to multiply. Then I'm going to drop my opacity. I'm going to get in a light green. Now I see that it's coming down here and I don't want that to happen. So I'm simply going to grab my rectangle marquee tool, that's that one right there. I'm going to select over this area right here, go to my mask layer, and I'm going to hit Option Delete, or X Option Delete. And it masked that, prevented that from happening. Okay, so Command D. Again, if you're unclear, I just I created a mask and I painted that area black. Okay, you can do the same thing by simply just going like this right here. Okay, and you'll see the blue. See, the blue's actually coming back through. Hit X, paint with white, it comes back. All right, now want your type? Click the text tool, click and drag over or down. I can type out Inlow, and if you don't see your type, hit Command A. Don't stress because your type color is up here. I'm going to click and drag down, say OK. Versus, I'm just going to press it. All right, so there we have it. We can click there. I can hit return. I can size that up by just simply clicking and hovering over this right here. Center it. And I have completed a first step. I've used a mask, changed a color here. Taken it, this is, I'm going to take it. If you gotten here, you can submit it. If you want to take it to the next level, I'm going to show you some cool things. All right, this is the dodging and burning tool. If I click on this tool right here, it's not going to let me do it to a text layer, but I'm going to go to my clouds here. And if I click it right here, it's pretty aggressive. It's going to make my sky a little bit brighter. I can hold down Option and burn areas. That makes it darker. Okay? I can do the same thing to my guy here. If I don't like the way he looks, I can click on him with the dodging and burning tool, and I can make him brighter or darker. Sometimes for example, in the really cool poster I made, this one, I dodged and burned a lot to create this dark contrast. For you, you might not have to do that. So here's your file. Okay, that's what I've done. Hopefully it works for you.